and welcome back to my channel. For today, I'll be doing a rundown of my second year of university, and you all know I went to nursing school, so this is a nursing school video. Okay, so second year was a really rough year for me. It took time to adjust to going to school, going to work, and studying and doing projects at the same time. However, I still created a balance, and I still, ensure that I remain determined, try to encourage myself, try to encourage others on this journey of my second year. In first year, I didn't do so well, so let me reveal the grades that I got for my second year. So for these subjects, they have a practical and a written aspect, right? So the first subject in this semester, in first semester, is Introduction to Professional Nursing, and this subject has to do with the legal and ethical issues of nursing, the history of nursing, meaning like where nursing as a career emerged from. It was a very boring course, I'm not gonna lie. It's very boring. You have to sit down and read a book named Trailblazers in Nursing. That book is so boring. To be honest, it's boring till when the lady told me to read about 4 chapters, I only read the chapters and I put down the book. I never read it again because I'm saying this book is so boring and the course is so boring and the slides are like really long, and the person who teach it, the person who taught it was actually a good lecturer. The information itself is kind of boring. So for this class, I got a B. I don't mind my B because, to be honest, it was really hard for me to study. But in second year, I changed my studying pattern. I started to pre-read and post-read often. So when I go to class and I get the information, I actually know the information already before I even go to class. Because in the beginning of each year, you're supposed to get your syllabuses or your syllabi, whatever the name is. I done school now. You're supposed to get your syllabi, right? And when you get them, you get a list of all of the what should I say, all of the topics, or all of the different things that you're gonna study or know or need to know for that semester. So I just look at the list. When the date that they have for that particular subject or that particular topic, I ensure that I read up before I go to class. And if I don't know, I ask somebody from the year before me the information that they got if they have the time, right? So that is one of my study tips. Ensure that you pre-read and post-read. So I did that. And when it came around to studying, I couldn't do much studying because it was a lot. It was about 5 courses in one semester, and that's a lot. Compared to first year when I had 6 courses in one semester, I didn't have an extra day for any of them, so it was rough. Plus, I was going to the hospital at the same time, right? Or was I? No, I had lab. We had the lab where we went and practiced skills. So yeah, it was rough in second year. So the next subject is Concepts Applied to Nursing. So this subject has a 2-part component to it. It has a theory, which is in the first semester, and the practical in the second semester. We're going to talk about the theory. So concepts is really an amalgamation or a collection of all of the fundamentals of nursing. So everything that you would do for a patient, including bed bath, how to turn a patient, skin care, all of that comes in your Concepts Applied to Nursing. And this course was a good course, especially the person who taught it. The person was well versed with the information. Why I didn't get an A, I don't know, but I really like this course and I got a B. The next subject is Health Assessment. Health Assessment. Health Assessment. It was a good course. I think we got a case study. So we got 3 aspects to this exam and I came out with a B+. Almost got the A. I only needed 1%, but hey, I already did the course and I'm satisfied with the grade that I got. I could have gotten the A, but that's how it is, right? Next course, nursing process. So nursing process is one of the subjects that you definitely have to understand in nursing school. If you don't understand the nursing process, you need to find somebody to explain it to you. So I had promised that I would do a video on Maslow hierarchy of needs. I'm definitely going to do that video very soon. So basically, myself and some other persons in my class came up with a little acronym to remember all of the needs in order. So I will be sharing that with you very soon. But the nursing process speaks to ADPI, your care plans. You start writing your nursing care plans. You start to understand actual and risk diagnoses, wellness diagnoses. It's a very, what should I say, good course to understand. If you understand this, you can nurse anybody, basically. So once you get the nursing process, you're good. And I got a B plus in this course. I'm never feeling away. I actually appreciated my grade because it was rough. We had group work, we had exam, mid-semester and final exam. It was really rough. The finals was a care plan. It was 2 care plans, I think, and we had to do it as a group. Trust me. You see, when you come on to group work, if you don't pick the right people, you're going to feel like at the end of the day, you're not going to pass. Sometimes that's just how it is. So you need to find a group of friends that you know will actually do their work and sit down with them and complete your assignments together, because some people, them not have nowhere to go and them just love sponge pan people. For nursing process, I got a B plus and that's it. The next subject, pathophysiology. Pathophys was a whole fiasco, to be honest. Pathophys make my head hurt me. To be honest, for pathophys, this was one of my favorite subjects in second year. When I say favorite, I mean favorite. But you know where I fell down? The group work. The group work, my group absolutely did nothing. Well, we did something, but all right, let me give you a rundown. So for pathophys, it was to actually create a model, and it should have worked. So in all of the groups, our model was the only model that didn't work. And I think our model could have been better, but since everything was left up on me, so the theory aspect, the aspect to type was left on me, and the aspect to make the model was left on me. So at the end of the day, I could not manage everything, and at the last moment, nobody said nothing to me, so I ended up getting a low grade. But here what? Girl bright, girl love study. A joke. So for the finals, I ensured that I maximized my grade, because in the first exam, the mid-semester, I got a good grade, and I know that the group work wouldn't be too much, so I ensured that I studied. But for pathophys, ask me any question in a pathophys and I could answer you. Pathophys was my favorite subject in second year. But so it go. Me take my B minus, I'ma sit down with it, I'ma cycle. I saw it go. Anyways, next semester, for semester 2, we were getting more practical subjects. So we get pharmacology and therapeutics in nursing. And can I tell you people, second semester, second year was my semester. Okay? So for pharmacology, you basically get a theory and a practical, you get an exam. So for the first exam, you get calculations. I think I got 94% on the calculations. I got one wrong. For the group work, we got a list of medications and we had to write the name, you know, everything about the drug, the name, mechanism of action, all of that stuff. Then for the final exam, we had it in the hospital. So this was really nerve-wracking. This was actually our first practical exam at the hospital. So we had to medicate 2 patients, 2 different routes. So I got an oral and IV. So for my exam, I got a medication in valproic acid and I got augmentin. People, I did not know valproic acid. You know how I pass the exam? Me use my head and me look on the container, because if it, and me assess the patient. So we weren't supposed to get any mentally ill patients, but because the patient was on the ward, we had to, well, I had to get the patient. I had explained that I would take another patient, but she was diabetic, she already ate, and giving the insulin would make no sense for my exam. So my lecturer went ahead, she picked a patient, and it so happened that the patient was mentally ill and on valproic acid. I never forgot the name of that drug, because on the day of my exam I started to panic. I thought I would fail, but people, God works out every single thing for you. And when I went in my exam, the only thing that they could do was nod and say, you're correct. The only thing about my exam, I know that augmentin, it has 2 medications in it, amoxicillin and the clavulanic acid. I didn't remember that part, and that's the only thing I didn't remember. Class of the drug, everything about the drug I remembered except for that part. So of course I couldn't get perfect score. But at the end of the day, people, I did really well, and I scored an A. This was my first ever A. And people, is the first course that went up on our what do you call it, SAS. It was the first course that went up, and when I saw the A, I could not believe, because all right, so it's your first practical exam. You don't know, in the hospital, you don't know what they're gonna grade you, you don't know how hard they're gonna grade you. But I got my A and I felt so good, like my first A. Like semester 1 I didn't get any A. Year 1, semester 1 I didn't get any A. Semester 2 I never get any A. So my first A, I did feel good. I did feel bright. My answer, no lie. But anyways, next course, health promotion. This is a very good course, especially in the nursing field. And for my second semester, this was my only B. I feel away, but I saw it go. Health promotion was really easy, actually. I don't know how I got a B, but I saw it go. Next subject, concepts applied to nursing, clinical practicum. So for this course, I actually did this exam in the lab, where you actually had to turn a patient and do a dressing in its entirety. You had to describe the wound, all of that, and I scored my A. How did I score my A? For the first aspect of the exam, where you turn and make the patient use the bedpan and whatsoever, I maximized my points over there. Them actually did say them save the best for last, because I did everything. After I turned the patient, I made them use the bedpan and everything. I wipe the patient, turn him back, dress him up, ask him how he's doing in the in the process. I make him wash him hand. I ask him, oh was it? So I did every single thing on the checklist. When I went around to the dressing, that's where I messed up a bit, but I still got my A. I don't feel no way. So next course, patient and healthcare worker safety. When I'm telling us, say I want bad lecture this subject here. People, everybody, or most persons got an A in this course. It was taught well, and we understood everything, or most of what was imparted to us. Even up to this day, I remember some of the stuff, right? So as y'all can see, my second semester was good. Third semester now, so I did nursing care of adults 19 to 64 years, and the clinical aspect of that. So we did the theory first, and then the clinical aspect for the whole month. So for the theory, I got a B. This course is the heaviest course I have ever done in my life whilst doing nursing school. Because before we're not doing short courses, but we're not doing courses as heavy as this. So when I got the content, I read it. I pre-read and post-read, but trust me, it is hard to remember every single detail. It's like Pathophysiology, Pharmacology, nursing process, everything in one. And for the practical, I got my patient, I had to assess the patient, I had to medicate the patient, everything for the patient. So it was kind of hard, but for the theory, I got a B, and for the practicum, I got a B+. All right, I tried to do my best. So that was everything for my second year of nursing school. I hope you really did enjoy this video. I hope you take my advice. So thank you so much for watching my video. Happy Sunday.